Okay, welcome back. I usually do my unboxing and reviews kind of at the same time. But if you want to see the unboxing, you can check out my other video. Um, the reason why I did a little bit different this time because a lot of times you look back at a statue after the unboxing and you kind of pick out different things. And I really didn't want that to happen this time. I wanted a more complete and thorough review. And there's some things that I really like about this piece, and there are some things I don't like, including what I think is a quality control issue. But well, first we'll start off with the things that I do like. I like the design and concept. I think the pose is awesome. I love how he's curling his cape, and I didn't know that because I really don't read comics. I'm a comic fan in the early 90s. That's when I really collected and was in the comic book shop all the time. I primarily just watch the movies and, watch the animated films, but I'm not really a big comic book collector or reader nowadays. But one of the things I noticed right away about the statue was the inside purple of the cape. Um, I thought it looked really beautiful, and I just realized I did a little bit of research on the costume because I was looking about how flat and basically boring the belt was on this piece. And I was kind of looking to see if that was the way it was designed also in the comic. And what I came across was that the purple was actually part of the Rebirth look. Um, but I love the way that it's tattered. It looks battle worn. In the back, you could kind of see the edges of the lighter blue. And as you go into the cape, you got more of the darker blues and blacks. You can see tears and snags throughout the cape. You can see the beautiful flow of it. Um, when it comes to the actual base, I think they did a really great job. The rusted iron bars looks authentic and real. The patina of, I guess it's supposed to be bronze, or I don't know what specific metal, but you can see the kind of the green patina in the bat face, and over here this Jester, or what I would assume is Joker. It's really well done. I think the individual tiles, that they're not all the same. Some have different um, wear and tear, so it doesn't have a universal look, and it's painted differently. So I like the detail of that. Um, I think it's a great pose. For the switch out, kind of boring that you just switch from batarang to the harpoon gun or the grappling gun. But you know what? There's not really much you could do with that. I was thinking maybe you could put like maybe a mask of a villain or something. But when I think about it, it probably wouldn't work, and that's probably what was more, ideal, I guess you would say. Some of the things that I don't like. Number one, and I'm gonna do a close up on this. They have the boots have two colors. You have a glossy black, and then you have a blue, and it looks like it was sponged on, right? I would have preferred if they just would have went with a matte black instead. And while it doesn't look too bad on the boots, as you can see in the back of his boot, it also has that, kind of blotchy blue colors. What I think is probably the worst part of the paint job of the statue, and I think it kind of takes away from it a little bit. And let me see if I can get a good look. Let me see here. I don't think it really looks that great. And then also, if you look really, really close, you can see there's a chip in the paint, which is a bummer. Unfortunately, I bought it at the Gem Mint store, which is now the Statue Depot. And I was looking over their terms and conditions, and they state that if you received a damaged item, it's up to you to pay the cost of shipping to get it fixed. So I thought that was kind of lame and weak, and I probably will never be buying a statue to them again. Where if you look at Spec Fiction, if you receive a damaged item, they're going to take care of that product for you. So I didn't realize that until I started looking at it, and thought it was it's kind of lame when you pay this amount of money. You expect a nice clean statue. I shouldn't have to pay for additional costs because I didn't receive a pristine item. And it's not even, well, I would say pristine. It's a chip in the paint. That should never gotten out of QC. But yeah, I really don't like the look. And let me see if I get a little bit closer of the blue on the black. I don't know if it's called gauntlets or what, but is the proper term. But that's probably the worst part of the statue. I just went with it. I wish they would have went with a flat black. Another part of the statue that I don't like is that it does not, his upper torso does not fit in cleanly, and there's a big gap that goes around the statue. And you can see it there. You kind of see it in there a little bit. Now, if you have it up high, you're not going to notice it. But looking up, you can definitely see that there's a gap that goes around inside of his waist, which is just not realistic at all. The third thing, obviously, his mask, the seam around the mask, but we knew that coming in. If you saw all the show photos and videos, you knew that that was there, and I was kind of hoping that it was just a first prototype and somehow they would work it out a little bit better. But now it's in hand. It's not that bad, except from behind. If you look at the behind, then it looks like more of a nasty seam, like right there. You can kind of see where it's more pronounced, but from over here, it's not too bad, And I think if they would have did a better job on the gauntlets and the boots, so they just made it matte black. And, like I say, if you look at the torso right here, I don't know if that's really a great angle, but you can kind of see the space that's in there because it does not fit tightly. But overall, I think this is a great statue. It's not a home run because these little minor details. But I would definitely say it's a triple. I like it. I'm not going to sell it or get rid of it. It's going to go well with my Wonder Woman and Superman and the rest of the other 1/6 scales that I've purchased. This is my 5th piece of the 1/6 Rebirth line. And I still have Green Lantern to come in. Overall, I love his portrait. The stubble looks really good. It's a great looking portrait. I think it's probably the best portrait of the series. Next to Green Lantern, I think Green Lantern looks really great too. I love the gloss of the logo on his chest. The utility belt was a bummer. It has no depth. It doesn't really look realistic. It's painted pretty flat. And the black lines don't look straight or well done either. So, and that may be just a little nitpicky in regards to the paint job of the belt. I believe that the belt should have had a little bit more detail and depth to it. But other than that, I like the statue. It's not a home run. It's not a home run the way I think Flash was a home run. I think Aquaman was a home run. But I think this is a triple. I think Wonder Woman was a triple as well. And Superman could be a triple, But I would say more likely a double for Superman. Which is always better than striking out. But like I said, I love the way the way the cape flows. Beautiful purple on the inside. It's weathered and torn. His whole look, it just looks like he's been in a battle, and you can just see battle damage and wear and tear all over his body, his cape. I think that's a really awesome look. It stands a little bit taller than the Superman piece. I think the Superman piece is the tallest so far of the heroes. And it stands a little bit taller. That boomerang just gives it about 1/4 inch higher than the Superman. But overall, yeah, happy. The only thing I was kind of bummed out about is I didn't get one of those stupid plate things that they give out. I ordered on the first day, and I think this was number 111. The edition size is 429, I believe. And I was kind of bummed out that I didn't get that, but oh well, you know what I mean? It's not gonna make or break the purchase, but like I said, some small things that could have been done a little better. The waist not fitting completely down. You can see that gap across his belt line. And the paint job on his gauntlet and boots, I feel, could have been done a little bit better. But overall, very happy. Glad to add it to my collection. Green Lantern will be coming soon, and I'll be looking for March of the Manhunter to complete my original Justice League. I know it's Rebirth, and I should probably get the Rebirth Justice League, but I'll choose to collect the original Justice League, as I really have no, I don't want to say interest, but I really don't feel like adding Cyborg. I just have no connection to that piece, and I like the original Justice League a little bit better. Well, thanks for watching. If you have this statue and you're having similar issues with the waist not fitting completely flush, I would appreciate you reach out and let me know. And I would also love to hear your thoughts on the utility belt and also the paint job on the boots and gauntlets. I'd appreciate you if you kind of feel the same way I do. Other than that, I really think the base was done well. The cape was amazing, a very good portrait. The body, the musculature looks great. I love the battle damage. Just these little small things. I think after a while you get a little nitpicky. And maybe being that this is my fifth statue, I'm being more... what's the word? Hypercritical than I need to be. But yeah, it looks great. I mean, at the end of the day, it looks great. It looks great from distance. And it's not until you get super up close and start checking it out do you notice these things. But thanks for watching. I'll go ahead and give it a real slow turn. That way you can kind of check it out. It's a beautiful statue. I think it looks cool. I think this cost me $520. That included shipping. But again, I would recommend going through specfiction.com. I don't like the idea of a damaged... and I had my Scarlet Witch come in. Her portrait came in without the jewel in her head. And Spec Fiction said, okay, I'll reach out to you. I'll reach out to XM. And yeah. And then when I gave him an email about a month ago, he was telling me, yeah, it's coming in December. They got a full replacement, no cost to me. And I just got my notification today that it's shipping to me. So everything with customer service at Spec Fiction has been good so far. And I recommend you buy through a company that is going to make sure that your product comes in, you're going to be happy. You shouldn't have to incur any cost after your purchase. And even though I live in California, it's going to cost me more in taxes, knowing that the person who you buy from is going to take care of you is worth the extra additional costs. Okay. Well, until next time, I appreciate you guys tuning in.